Toxic people know how to make us feel guilty. If you feel guilt, you are great for the toxic people because that's what they want. When I say toxic people, first of all, I'm not a psychiatrist or something like that. I'm just sharing with you from my own experience, from my own point of view. Toxic people, it can be mental health problems, but I can diagnose them. So I will say toxic. It can be just manipulative people, and toxic. It's people that around them you're like that, feel horrible, feel that you have no energy. Toxic people, for me, they are the people who always complain, always gossip, never walk the talk. You can argue with them, they are always right, they are always the victim, they are always something, and you are always wrong. Okay? If you are not agreeing with them, if you are not obeying them, so you are the problem somehow. I was growing up in a way that if I'm listening to myself, if I'm sharing my thoughts, my feelings, if I just want to be seen, if I'm not doing exactly what expected from me to do, and my mother, I don't know, get upset, it's my fault. I have to ask for forgiveness. And I know that what I'm describing, it's the same for all of us, and it's wrong. Okay? It's crazy. My mom was super, like, you feel sorry for her. Because, as you know, if you know my videos already, my father was abusing my mother physically, also in front of me, so I remember it. When you don't value yourself, your second relationship be also shithole. Her partner and my mom are together for more than 20 years, and he is also a horrible man. In that household, I was living with both of them, obviously. First of all, he was always right. He was the king. I wasn't even interacting with him because I was invisible for him. He didn't ever acknowledge me, not only as a daughter, but he didn't acknowledge me as a person who's living in the house. But I was paying the bills and working since I was 10 years old. So yeah, I was paying. He wasn't paying for anything. So I was paying for everything, but I was at the same time somehow invisible. So just, money is raining on you. This is how we feel. This is maybe how he was feeling. And also my mom always right, no matter what. Eventually my mom, as I grew up, I started to say what I think. And in the last couple of years, she's truly changed. But because I was in an environment that I am always the guilty, because of that you are a people pleaser, and I was around friends that I was always guilty. If I didn't say what they wanted me to say or do, I was guilty. This type of relationship were like until recently. I was always feeling guilty with everybody, also with my partner's family. I was always the bad guy. You are a people pleaser because you just want to feel loved, but you never feel the love and the appreciation, because toxic people know only how to take, and they take because they don't have any energy, they have nothing to give to you. So they are working, like they are operating on zero. So you give them, they think that they will receive energy, but it's still zero. And you have energy, so you give. And also this is the way that you feel appreciated, that you want to feel seen, that you want to feel loved by giving. If you didn't do what you expected to do, this toxic person is started to be a victim or attacking you, and you're feeling guilty. Even if I know that I didn't do anything, I was still the one who was wrong. Everything went wrong because of me. It was haunting me. Being the bad guy when I just tried so badly always to do what expected. And somehow always I was feeling guilt for that. I was even more trying to do what expected and thinking, oh my God, I never understood what the hell what I was doing, that it was wrong. And if you are sharing your feelings, you are bad. You can't feel this way. You can't think this way. about the toxic person. I felt that it was hunting me, it came alive recently. Maybe I'm really guilty. Maybe I'm guilty. This is the thing that when the toxic people are blaming you with something, like you can go to a toxic person and say to the toxic, hey, toxic person, you offended me. This person will not even consider what you were saying right now. He will immediately blame you for feeling this way, blame you for thinking this way. I remember the scenario that I was like as a child, teenager, and I was paying all the bills, and my mother and her partner were going out clubbing, and he was responsible for the food, and the fridge was empty. So one day it took a lot of courage to go and say what I really think. It wasn't something that was always happening. One day I said to my mom, because I was talking only with my mom, because I was invisible for her partner, but her partner had to know everything what's going on. So I was talking to my mom. He could literally stand with us, and they are deaf, so they were talking in sign language between them. I don't know sign language because my father and my mother just one day decided to not continue to talk to me because they said that I didn't want it. So at least that they were listening. So I was talking to my mom, and he was standing right with us, doesn't even looking at me, and waiting for my mom to translate what we are talking about. And not talking to me at all. She was telling him everything. He's right here with us. And then was left. And then when she was finishing talking to me, she had to go and tell everything, like that if he missed something when he left. So what else we were talking about. One day I went to my mom and said, what the fuck? Why there is no food? Why there is fucking no food and you're going and clubbing? What the hell is going on? I was the one to blame, because how I dare to go to my mom and her partner and ask them to buy food and to care for the household when they want to go in club. Because when they were teenagers, they weren't clubbing. And he's older than my mom in 20 years. So he was 4 years working and working and working. And now it's their time to go out clubbing. Although my mom have a 13-year-old child, who cares? It's their time to don't give a fuck about the household. And the 13-year-old child who's, as I said, I was working since I was 10 years old, so I wasn't even asking my mom for money, like to buy, I don't know, candies and stuff. So when I was 16, I started to pay for the bills. How dare I tell them that they should not go clubbing every Friday because they should buy groceries? I was yelled at. And all of the proofs were, hey, now it's our turn to go clubbing. You need to shut up. That's what's the case, okay? It was like, the fridge is empty. Maybe you can go out and club less, not every week. I was working every Friday and Saturday. I was working as a waitress. My mother and her partner were going out clubbing, okay? I was 16. It was supposed to be the opposite. I was guilty for saying something. And of course, because of that, I was always with friends who if I said something, I was guilty of saying that. And as a normal person who feel guilt, who knows how to say sorry, who knows and learns how to take responsibility even if it's unpleasant, it sounds insane. But so many people are like that. So lately, because it started to haunt me, I started to listen to people in podcasts talking about how to handle toxic people and stuff like that. And there was one thing that I've heard that helped me, and that's that those toxic people, they don't know how to take responsibility. The only thing they know is to blame. And how do you know that this is the person that you're supposed to, like, that you are handling with? This person, maybe no one wants to be around them. Maybe this person, no one wants to argue with them because it's impossible. That this person's life look horrible. That this person never walks the talk. And also, this person always have some people, at least one person, who's protecting them. What does it mean to not know how to take responsibility? Those people, no matter what, how many they will take from you, how much they are suffering in their lives, no matter what, they are not the problem. No matter what, all of the people around them, this is their fault. No matter what you do, at some point, you're going to be the one who's going to be blamed by their mistakes, by their failures. They did this mistake because of you. They feel horrible right now because of you. They are hungry right now because of you. If you want to live your life, they're going to blame you. So when he said that they don't know how to take responsibility, they know only how to blame, I said, oh, so it's not really my fault. Like, the only reason that I was hearing that you are and you are not good and you are not this and you have to say sorry and you're that, when I really didn't do anything, and trust me, you don't know how many times I asked for forgiveness when I didn't do anything wrong. You don't know how many times I agreed that it's my fault when I knew that it isn't my fault. You don't know how many times I gave 20 chances. And when I say chances, is that the first time this person crossed my boundary, I didn't say anything. Second, third, then I started to say, hey, you crossed my boundaries. But it was my fault for some reason. For some reason, it's my fault, and I have to feel guilty for feeling upset. I have to feel guilty for having feelings. I have to feel guilty for having boundaries, because you're not allowed to have boundaries with those people. You're not allowed to feel and think in a different way than those people. Okay, I've heard that they don't know. And also, and I think to myself, well, of course they don't know, because maybe since they were a child, since a young age, at least one person was agreeing with them and giving them everything. And they recognized that if you find at least one person who will do and say whatever you want him to do, and no matter what, when he feels the shame and guilt, he will give you even more and will try even more. Why would you try to change? Why would you want to take responsibility? They don't really see you. They don't give a shit about you. Those people think only about themselves. They don't see you as a special person. They just need a person who will do everything for them, who will give them all of his energy. That's what they want, because they know only how to think about themselves, and they see themselves as your superior. When I've heard this, I was right. That's how they see themselves in a higher position than you, and they know better. And they don't think about you. They know better for themselves. People have to. My best friend said about a person, wow, she has such a low awareness for the environment. Like, how she's not aware of the situation. I said she's aware only of herself. Those people only aware of how they feel, how they think, what they want. They don't give a shit because they don't know how. Because since they're, I don't know why, I'm not a psychiatrist, I told you, I'm not a shrink. But they know only how to think about themselves. And when you don't think about them too, how dare you? Of course you have to feel ashamed. Of course you have to be ashamed of yourself. How dare you not thinking about me right now? You should not think about yourself. You don't need to think about yourself. I am the victim. You can handle. I can't handle life by my own. I need you to do everything for me. And if you will not, you are a horrible person. I'm a nice person. What I'm doing, it's for you. It's for you. And it's truly for you because you need them. I'm saying it as a people pleaser. I needed them to feel loved because I wanted to feel loved. So I needed them. But I didn't. It was horrible to be around them. I suffered. It was a belief that made me feel like shit. So they don't know how to feel guilty because they never had to feel guilt. Because they need only this one person. And they know who the people, they read the room. They read you like a book. They will find the person who will do everything for him. We love to say that those are the nice people because they do everything for everyone. The problem is, and the sad thing is, that they are not nice to themselves. They are horrible to themselves to be nice to other people. So they will look for those people. And because I was growing up in this environment, and I didn't like that I'm a people pleaser, and I was trying to those people are dangerous for me. You can't recognize them immediately, but you can see some clues. And also many of them show you. If they don't need you, they show you who they are. If they don't need you. So in that case, if they feel that they don't need you to survive, they will show you who they are. So when the person shows you who they are, believe them. But if after a while they will understand that they do need you, they will start to act in a different way. Don't fall into this trap. This is a fucking trap. And when you don't fall into their trap, when they want you to be their slave, and you see them, and you say, no, I'm not falling into this trap. They know that you maybe will go and tell other people who they are. They don't want it to happen. So they will do whatever it takes to eliminate you, to destroy you. And I've been through that. You can mind your own business, while what they are doing, it's also minding day and night about you and trashing and trying to destroy you. This person who was in Andrew Huberman show. He said that you can't go and tell them that they are crazy. Did that too late because if you will say them in the face that they are crazy, they will flip and they will still blame you. So he said that you have to be super politically correct, super diplomatic, and take the blame on you. And I'm the problem. I need to go to a shrink, and we just don't match. What he said, I was listening to him saying that I was shit. And he said they will still blame you, but they maybe will not be so harsh as they would be if you will say into their face that they are crazy motherfuckers. And I've been through that too. There were people who I told them that, listen, it's not going to work, and it's me, and I'm too sensitive, And I was still nice to them. I was separated business and pleasure. I wasn't their friend, but if it's in work, so I was still a co-worker, And eventually, after a couple of months, there was a scenario that I understood that this person was spreading lies about me and trashing about me with every new worker who came, every working with my friends, was my friend already. And I can tell you that it hurts more than a person who I ignore him and I know that he's trashing me and it's okay, I don't care because I ignore you. But if a person and I'm at least like tried to be diplomatic with him, and also this motherfucker went and tried to destroy me, and this is exactly what this person too said, they will still blame you because he said this, you're superior. Not really, this is how he see himself. How come you're not doing what I want you to do? You should not care about your feelings. And then I was thinking to myself, do I care about feeling guilty? A person said that we should, like, the toxic person, even if he will say, you are this and you are that and you're horrible, you should say, so what? What does it mean? The problem is not that I don't want to feel guilty. The problem is that I don't want to look like the bad person for another person. I don't want to be the bad guy in other people's lives. This is the problem. I don't want to feel the guilt for other people's mistakes. The courage is to say, okay, in your life, because in their life, this is their truth. For them, I am truly responsible for their horrible life. They didn't make mistakes. They took actions that hurt you because of you. They did what they had to do because of you. This is what they see. Okay, this is not, they're crazy. They're fucking crazy. They really know only how to blame. If they will take responsibility, it means that they will have to change. If they have to change, wow, it's going to be hard for them because there are always at least one person who's agreeing with them and do whatever he wants them to do and try to convince everyone else that that was right and that they should do it too. Like a cult. There is a cult leader and there are the cult members. And if you want to go out of the cult, so you are going to be the one who's wrong and they will blame you and they will not be in touch with you because you are a horrible person. They will, no matter what, be with the cult leader. So same with toxic people. They always have their toxic members that believe everything and will try to convince you that this is the right way. And if you will be loyal to yourself, they will hate you. So they're going to blame you. You're not going to get away with it. No matter how you would try, if you will decide to be loyal to yourself, they are going to blame you. And the courage is, I've understood this today, is to say, so what? So what? So in your reality, I'm the villain. In my reality, you are the villain. And with those type of people, you will never get the closure. Never, because they will never ask for forgiveness. If they will ask for forgiveness, it's just a show, an act. So you would stay there, and then they will continue to do what they were always doing, or even worse. So with those type of people, they're going to blame you. Maybe they're going to scream. Maybe they're going to get mad. They're going to blame you forever. They will truly believe that they are suffering and their life is horrible, and they are acting like shit towards other people because of you and of other people who've been in their lives. This is the only reason they are acting like shit towards you. They don't have nothing to do with that. This is why when you will come and say, hey, you offended me. Oh, I'm this and that because in the past, so this is why I'm a horrible person right now. But you should accept me exactly as I am, because I'm not going to change. I'm going to stay horrible because all of the people in the past hurted me so much. So I'm going to hurt you and take from you, and you should shut up, because if you will say something, I'm going to blame you too. And the normal people, when people in my life were saying that that I'm wrong. So I was considering it. I was sitting with myself. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe I truly this and that wrong. Maybe it wasn't right. Maybe I have to change. Did I really do this? Maybe I did that. So you were considering what they were saying. They are not considering what you're saying. Never. This is why they are coming to you. Because they know that they will get what they want from you. The only way to get out of it is through it, and through it is to accept that for some people, in their realities, in their life, in this case, I am the villain. I am the one who to be blamed. I am the horrible person, and because of that, their life is a shithole. They are perfect. It's only because of me and some other people that didn't do what they want them to do. And right now when I'm talking to you, just accepting that, okay, what can I do? For some people, I'm going to be the villain. I know that they are the villain, but many people do not, because as I said, they are plenty of times they are the victims. So look me like that. And I don't look like that. I don't talk like that. So this is why it's very easy to believe the person and the person who doesn't act like that. So it's easier to believe that I am the villain, he's a miserable person. And that was always like pissing me off. This is why I don't believe people. I don't give a shit. Because it's not true many times. Many times it's an act. So let's do it together. You know what? In some scenarios, for horrible people, it's not fair. I know it's not fair that for somehow the horrible people are going to get away with it. But you know what? They are miserable. And their life is a shithole. So let's give them the fun to feel that they are wonderful people and their life is a shithole only because of other people or the people pleasers, but in their reality they are the villains. So in their reality I am the villain, and I've heard many times it's so fun to play the villain in movies and series. So you know what? Right now, when I said it and I accepted it, that I'm going to work on it. I'm going to remind myself every day that it's okay, that sometimes in other people's lives, I'm going to be the villain. It's okay. It's okay to be the villain from other people's perspective. It's okay. And it's fun to say it. And it's freeing to say it. Because I'm not going to put myself in a cage to make other people feel good and take everything from me. So do you. So I wish you to love yourself and accept yourself. And think about yourself. Because no one's going to do it for you. And also, I wish you an amazing day, an amazing life, full of magical adventures. And I hope that I helped you today in some way. It was a long video, but it was necessary.